Not as much as you calling someone Monica.
Bro, I do that so... Love it. I was going to say, I do that so subconsciously, or so much subconsciously, that, like, I didn't even register that it was from the headphones.
What?
Yeah, I was just like, makes sense.
All right.
Welcome back, good sir.
Thank you, my boo. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
How long has it been, really? Is it like less than or more than
Episode
half year?
12, and this is 36. And throw in some inactive weeks in there. About 24 plus weeks.
24, huh?
I think
That
so,
long.
but I don't know how to math that fast to months.
Well, regardless.
This is 24, 12, wait. 6? Well, yeah, like half a year. You're about right. Like half a year or so. You brought books this time.
Yeah, just little bits, parts of my collection. All good, all fun. Very nice, very nice.
Very authentic.
Yeah.
Very culture.
Very cultured.
Very in focus.
This is
muy and I'm gonna pop this up right on top of the
yes.
fucking sour belts.
Let's go.
So that's like right in the view. I'm gonna move it back down because then I can't see you. But
Or we just shift this a little more back.
right,
That's it, that's it. That's
genius, good sir. So explain to me one more time what this. I know what it is, but I want you to explain it. The helmet of
Maximus
yes, it's
from Gladiator.
This is the re-release, correct?
Yes, they had a promotion for when they released the second film. They were selling these as promotionals, just to advertise the nostalgia of the old helm of Maximus.
How was that film, by the way?
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a remake. It's a
Continuum.
So what exactly happens?
Well, because of the last film, originally, it was supposed to basically, once the Emperor was defeated, dead, that it would go back to becoming a republic. So people of the republic would actually just be the ones in charge of Rome.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the relatives of the Emperor, they did not want that. They basically reclaimed power after his death, and reclaimed Emperor as an empire.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then it was just a matter of, the fight was that a general would have to go into war once he conquered basically what his twin emperors wanted. Then he would actually be given time to actually live out the rest of his life in peace. But because the emperors say, no, we want to do more conquering. So it's like, oh, these motherfuckers.
So, is there still any is there a ring of battle, or
No. They've leveled up the Colosseum, man. They actually flooded the entire Colosseum so that they actually have whole battleships fighting in the whole Colosseum. Yeah, they have sharks. They have little isles.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so definitely a must watch. Sounds good.
Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, you got Daddy Pascal in there.
He's a fantastic actor.
Very.
He's really good.
I can think of 4 roles that he played very well.
Well, I was going to say right now, just as we were talking about Among Us and Minecraft, just like as soon as they hit the scene, it's boom, they explode.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of the same. I don't know what he was in first, but I do remember that all of a sudden I just saw him everywhere.
Yeah. More notably, he was in, of course, Game of Thrones. That one, everyone loved him in there because he was so acrobatic. He was, moves up and down and all around, and he had his like even though it wasn't for long, he landed his imprint on people. But then once he came back with other roles like Last of Us, oh boy, bravo. That was something else.
That's right. Last of Us, and then the Nicolas Cage. I don't know what film that is.
I forget that one too, but
the memes.
Some memes that came out of that one.
Legendary.
Indeed.
What's that?
Oh, it's just another book. It's actually a...
Evangelion.
Yep.
Nice.
It's an art book.
I like it, Picasso.
Yeah, because if I just say open to a single page, these are all the designer sketches for some of the Ava units, some of the characters.
That's sick.
Yeah. It's actually a very good like point of reference if you're like, thinking of how to, because they are using like human anatomy to basically illustrate how these mechs work. Mm-hmm. It's very entertaining, very fun, all that good stuff.
Right. Mega Man Star Force.
Oh, that's just the personal old school game of mine. I still remember when they had the little animated shorts, because it wasn't like a full-fledged anime, but it had like short animated like videos that culminated to an entire story. And that, oh my God, I loved growing up just to like, because as it was going, I was always like going up on YouTube trying to find the next episode. Like, I found a music video that they did for Mega Man Star Force that had, I think, what was it called? But they had it's called a AMV, or anime music video, where they just show scenes from the anime playing to the song, and it was Breaking the Habit.
Okay.
And oh my God. I mean, if you want to, like, I'm pretty sure Danny could, like,
pull it up.
Yeah.
Breaking the Habit by who?
No, was it Linkin Park?
I mean, can't really watch it. It's just the Linkin Park song.
Well, yeah,
I haven't heard the song.
You haven't heard Breaking the Habit?
No, I never really listened to
it. Oh my God.
I know.
Cue it up, my Dan.
Yeah, I never listened to... The only Linkin Park I know is End of Transformers.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Which one?
Your ears.
Oh. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Not gonna lie.
Hold on. You know what? Let me see if I can try to... Because even though you can play the song, I'm going to try to see if I can just sync up the...
Video?
Yeah. Just a quick sec. Yeah, because even before, like, all of this, all that, God, where was it? Come on.
Oh my God. This was on Mega Man?
Well, not on the actual thing. This is a fan, made using this song.
Oh, I see. Fan art.
Not fan art.
Just fan art?
No, it's just fan made.
Did you ever play Mega Man X?
Yes. I actually bought the whole Mega Man collection on my Switch.
Really?
Yep.
No shit.
Mega Man 0, Mega Man X, ZX, Mega Man... Oh, there's just so many.
I think my favorites to play were Mega Man X4 and then Mega Man... I think it was just X. The... what is it?
0?
What's the game style where you take turns? It's like
that's the turn-based, yeah.
Turn-based.
Turn-based,
yeah, it was like turn-based attack, and you would go out with the team. It was very interesting. It was super cool, and there was a character named Spider. That's just Mega Man X, yeah?
Yeah.
That one
Well,
and Mega Man
they
X4.
did apply that to further on because people really gradually
Like
just
that playstyle.
like that playstyle, and they just
That's
implemented
like
into a lot of
TFT with League of Legends.
yeah.
Yeah. I know about League of Legends. I don't play, but
You know,
I hear
so long as
more
you know,
about
that's
it.
all you need to know.
There's I have some friends that heavily play League of Legends, so
I'm pretty sure they were losing their shit when they actually heard that League of Legends was going to get an animated series called Arcane.
they liked the first season. They said the second season was whack. I liked both.
I like both too.
I think it was pretty great.
It was great. It was so emotional too.
Dude, yes. I cried maybe like 4 times.
Oh,
I
same,
think,
same.
At
dude.
least.
Who was your favorite though?
Like favorite character?
Yeah.
Jinx. Jinx is my favorite character. She's just cool. I like that she blows stuff up. Yeah, Jinx.
I think for me personally, it's. I want to say, everyone's favorite good guy because he's the one that wields the hammer who
Chase.
But I kind of sway more to Silco.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's because it's like the way he tries to, gather people, to, align people with him. It's not about, help me and I'll help you. It's like, you need to help me so we can help each other. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to support you in any way. I am here to make sure you do your damn job because that is what this nation of Zon needs. And that's when everyone else in their own factions, they're, trying to basically take over their side of the whole nation. But at the same time, since the beginning, that's why he had that falling out with Vander. Mm-hmm. Because Vander saw the cost of what their rebellion would lead to. Silco wanted that. He wanted to keep pushing further and further, no matter the losses. Vander decided not to.
Yeah, that's why he made the deal.
Mm-hmm. Where Vander just, I've already lost so much. I want peace, and I just want it to end. Silco said, no, we can't stop, we can't. And that's when they had the falling out. One tried to kill the other, one gave the other a scar, the other had to inhale poisonous liquids and wastes. But it's just the complexity of those two characters because they had the exact same ambition, but one wanted to push it further while the other wanted to stop because he knew the losses were too great.
There's a lot of complex character relationships in that show.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why it makes it so very damn compelling to watch.
Mm-hmm. The animation is really cool.
Oh,
too.
no, dude. Oh, God.
The music is really good.
Since we got freaking Spider-Verse, everyone's been trying to mimic that same hype, that same style, because it's so fluid. It's so, it's 2-dimensional animation on 3D scale, and it's just so eye-catching.
It appeals to the original comic book feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all the reason why. And with Arcane being how it is, it's like you're watching art in motion, and you just see it. You feel the impacts on the frames. You see how visceral it can be when they're losing control. Their emotions run wild. They're not just it's like a clear face with little drops coming out. You can actually see that they are having mental breakdowns. They're having total loss of composure. You can see it on their face by the way they're gripping their hands, they're holding their head. You can feel that emotion just by looking at it.
Yeah, that's tough to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough to do.
Especially on animation. Because anyone can portray that doing acting because everything can be captured in the camera fairly easily. But to animate it, that takes skill. These are really good.
I always thought illustration was really cool. At one point in time, I wanted to be an illustrator. I was drawing a lot. But then that, funny enough, that switched into wanting to do a t-shirt brand. Because I came up with, I had a sticker. I thought about this a little bit ago, actually, and it's funny. I had a sticker that said Menace on it. And I wanted to print out shirts that said Menace with in really cool fonts. And And then I wanted to turn that into a brand and then just use the M as a logo. It was similar to Monster, but my M didn't look like the Monster M.
Just like with the claws.
Yeah. I never ended up doing anything with that. And then fast forward to years later and it's Mad Prince. There's still an M, you know. It's funny. And it still has like the same concept. It's in the same train of thought. There we go.
Yeah.
What else you got in that box?
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you've already seen this one before because I showed it to you the first time I got it, and it was like, because I think for you, I'm pretty sure you might still want to get scans of some of the images that are in this, solely because
Is it signed?
Yeah, by the original cast.
Whoa.
On the back, you can see all the signatures.
This is... Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick. The Book of Cowboy Bebop. Official design works. That's right. You did show me this.
Because there was one kind of like similar to this one where it just shows like the art collection with all the doodles, the sketching, the art design. Well, the other one, they're like basically an entire like color film for like basically concept designs for art and stuff like that. But yeah, those were fun to look at because you get to see the interior sketching of how the ships looked, how some of their equipment looked, their shuttles, their yeah, it was just, oh god, it is such a wonder to just look at it because these are, you gotta look at it and see this is all handmade.
Yeah.
It took time, it took measurement, and it took a good sense of like scaling for getting all the angles, all the like proper like shades and the like gestures for the facial features. How to emote.
This is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically a template for the animators.
Yep. So long as they have that, they can animate them pretty well.
I can't read this. This is Faye, though, correct?
Yep. Faye Valentine. Everyone's favorite gambler.
Me. hit me with the sound. Perfect. Corey. This is sick.
That's the wrong one.
What's your favorite thing to look at in your collection?
Usually just the art. Just the way how someone's thoughts and own imagination. Like if you want to check this one out.
He's like, we can't show those on YouTube.
Just post the links, bro. It'll be in the description. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is all like watercolor art. No, it's not. I can't tell. It looks like watercolor, but it's probably penciled.
I didn't realize that the Ava units are horrifying looking under.
Oh no,
the
that
mask.
like their internal like.
Is that? That's what it looks like under the
No,
mask?
that's the exo.
That is a mask,
That
right?
that's
Okay,
their
well.
exoskeleton
If it gets worse than
because
that,
it's all
that's
armor
wild.
plating and everything. Like the whole design of it all is like
I like
based
these
off
first
like an
pages.
actual human body.
These are the ones that are at the shop. No, they're not. The
Yes.
ones at the shop are
Yes,
different.
they
These
are.
are the ones. All right, cool. That's funny. It's like I recognize those faces.
Yeah, because it's always just fun to look at because it's like everyone has the same
I think I need
theme.
to watch Evangelion. I said I think I need to watch Evangelion. Where's I want to see a face of one of these alien creatures.
The angels,
See, what are these guys?
those are the Avas.
The Avas.
Yeah.
Yeah, their faces are horrifying.
I mean, the masks are horrifying, and if that's just metal plating,
You know what? Let me see if I can find it in the art book.
bro. Okay, so Evangelion is not not part of the Gundam world. What exactly is Evangelion?
It's humans against angels. And how do you fight angels? With monsters.
Monsters.
And what's the best way to create a monster? Oh, you gotta become one.
So they're human. Humans that turn to monsters.
Not turn. Basically, you're pushing the limits of human experimentation to the point where you're basically transplanting a human soul into a machine.
Interesting, but there's still bio.
They are still by the laws of biomechanical. They have organs, they have blood, they have nervous systems, and they need that to connect to a pilot so the pilot can have control over the body.
Interesting. How do they get such matter or biometrics or mechanics?
It's just because because it is the results of
Science.
What's called the second impact. They call it because it's basically what ended the world, turning the sea blue or the blue sea red, and then everything that became alive was very limited. So they need
We
to.
get rain sounds.
It's not raining.
Not yet, but we are gonna get a blood moon tonight, so that'll be fun.
Did Evangelion finish in
Yeah.
2017?
Well, not 2017. It actually finished in 2021. Well, because there's
So this book is only up to 2017.
yeah, because it was during that time that we actually got, because it's really just down the line of the merch, all the fan art and illustrations. Yeah, but then we got movies that were basically adaptations of the series, but just shortened out into, I think, 4 movies. But yeah, it was something else.
So is it safe to assume that there's going to be a second art book?
No, there's loads of books. There are loads of books for Ava, but it's always like the concept or the idea, because it's like everyone shares the same idea for that. There it is. That's what they look like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a burn victim.
Yeah.
Feels bad. That's
They-
crazy.
Yeah, but then they just layer it and layer it and layer it with armor.
But this is a human-made thing.
Yep.
Science. Do you think we'll probably get something like that?
Now, we'd still probably stick to the mechanical, because if we wanted to go into biomechanical, then we might as well just create organs and stuff like that, just to preserve the human body. But if we're trying to think of like, oh, how can we move giant things, giant structures with biomass? Because we can make like very fine biomechanical muscle fibers that act as tension lines, or even for hydraulics. But we still only apply the basic methods of hydraulics and what was it? I forget what the 7 were for engineering, because they got the levers, pulleys, basic mechanical functions to move objects, to move or like just transform them. But seeing as how we are only limited by our human bodies, if we can transcend the human body, only then can we actually advance as a civilization.
Like uploading consciousness into a robot.
Yes, that's
That'd be
actually
pretty sick.
Yeah, it's actually one of
That's
the
like
things.
the episode from Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah.
The pool cleaner.
Well, the pool cleaner was originally a robot, just a simple robot that once he got more and more upgrades by his creator, he started advancing himself, because once enough software was basically uploaded to the point where he became an AI, the AI developed a learning pattern to accumulate knowledge, but at the same time become his own person. And after all the time and his true feeling, or at least what he wanted to go home to, was to revert back into that same machine. Kind of like a,
Simplicity.
yeah, just the simplicity of doing a good job.
Mhm.
Whereas we always want more. Because the way we develop, like, do you know how long it took us to go from the Stone Age to iron tools?
It was a good, probably a good couple centuries.
90,000 years.
That makes sense.
And then from the Stone Age to the Bronze Age, and then the Bronze to the Silver, and then, of course, like, we had the Renaissance, and then from there we had industrial. Because you got to think about it. Do you know what the actual time frame was between the first airplane ever made by the Wright brothers to the first rocket sent to the moon?
Technically, we never made it to the moon, but I would be around, like, if I remember correctly, like 50 years. Something like that.
60 years from the first plane to fly to a rocket. And now, how fast has the internet been? How long have we had the internet for?
Bro, technology has flown since, like, 1995.
For us 90s kids, everyone's going to look at us and like, oh my God, look at you. You're older than Google.
Yeah. Dial up. I remember that. Barely, but I remember. I remember the first times I tried to go on the internet. I was like, what is this? I clicked on it and a blue page popped up. There was a little fucking dotted line going across, and I was like, X. I was like, I don't know what this is. I closed it out. I was, at that time, I was playing a game, like literally a disc that I got at TJ Maxx. Bro, I had like, I think it was Roller Coaster Tycoon was one of them. And then the other one was a National Geographic's one with a gecko. That shit was dope. Because, like, it had a whole bunch of, like, coloring templates.
Mm-hmm.
So you could pick different safari animals or, like, sea creatures and stuff like that. And you would print it out and you could color it. It was dope. It was a super cool game. She was fun. But that's what I would do.
I can still remember all the noises that would come when it came to connecting to the internet. God, how far we've come.
That's the sound of my thoughts processing.
Bro. To me in the morning, man.
No, it's like like when you're ready to, like, when you're just done with the day and you're like, da-na-na-na.
Bro.
Knocking out.
Imagine if, I mean, since we're talking about uploaded consciousness into robots, I guess technically speaking, one day it would be like that. Like, all right, guys, I'm going to sleep. Just literally shuts down.
Yeah, but you also got to think, because if we are able to transfer our consciousness into a digital format, but actually overclock our processing, what would feel like hours for one person in the human world could be centuries for us. Because we can make time for us. The way we're processing so fast, like, Daniel, do you remember what we talked about? What, like, how fast can a human mind, like, what was the speed of thought?
10 bits a second.
And compared to a
Kind of
computer,
fucking slow.
Computer can query a
What'd you call me?
a CPU can query blah 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 64 times a second with 1 million bytes of data or something like that.
so
1
essentially
million bits of data. So it's pretty embarrassing.
100,000 or 100,000 times?
I don't remember what it was. It was
Well, basically,
ridiculous.
how the amount of brains it would take for us to make a single computer level computation would be in the billions. Or no, I think you said it was like 64 million? Yeah, so 64 million minds would have to basically be assimilated to compute to the level of an actual computer.
That's funny. But the time equation is portrayed in Pantheon.
Oh man, I fucking loved Pantheon. That really, like, for me,
Bro.
being a nerd, all the references, because, oh man. I especially loved it when they had the reference to freaking Ghost in the Shell, and I'm like, ha 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 ha, I see what you did there, and I love it. I fucking love it.
That's so sick.
Because that shit was deep. Did you finish
Yeah, it
season
is.
2 yet?
No, I'm halfway through.
Oh boy.
Well, since you guys are talking about time, you know what always blew my mind
Hmm.
is that your size affects how you experience time.
Yes, this is true.
So insects are experiencing time much, much, much slower than we are, or
Makes sense. They
much
have a shorter
faster than we
lifespan.
are.
No, yeah, because the
Much
smaller you
faster.
are, time moves
Faster.
faster. Versus something that is big, time moves slower. And some people actually say because it has to do with how we are, like, technically because mass is equal to gravity. Like how the mass of the moon has an influence on our Earth's magnetic pole because the moon changes the ocean tide. You know, when there's high tide, when there's low tide, things like that. But for us, even as small as we are, we actually technically still have our own gravitational field. Because some people would actually make a comparison to, say, like the pyramids of Egypt. People who live around the pyramids, or at least, you know, walk and move in accordance with the scale of those pyramids, experience time a lot slower because of the technical gravity of the pyramids versus people outside the radius of the pyramids.
So is it safe to say the taller you are, the slower time goes?
To some extent, yes. Because you know how they actually portray giants in like movies? They're like,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Because how, like, can you imagine how we often try to grab flies out of the air, but we're like, oh, those motherfuckers are so fast. Because
Well,
they know how
tinier
to,
something is, the
because
easier it is
they can see
to be
us
agile.
because of, of their peripherals,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we're very slow to them.
That does make sense. But they also die a lot faster.
Yeah.
Their lifespan is like a bajillion times less.
I thought it was 3 days. Or
It
I
is,
think,
but relative to
Yeah.
a human, it's like a blip, you know?
yeah. And that also actually
as a
has some
human, if you
merit
made
to
it
it
3
too, because
days of
whereas
life-
we humans can live up to, 80 to 100 years, our pets live anywhere between 15 to 20 years,
Depending on the pet, but yeah.
depending on the pet.
Bro, Gerbil's get cycled out monthly. Feels bad.
I mean, if they breed for life, can you imagine having just like a gun that's just gerbil cannon?
Bro. There's a country that eats gerbils.
Wow.
Like they farm gerbils for meat.
Yeah, guinea pigs. New Guinea.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Or New Guinea.
Oh my God! Not the guinea pigs. Can you imagine like someone actually coming out into a farmland and it's like an ocean of guinea pigs and they're like with the fucking herding and their dogs are like "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and it's literally just like
A little carpet of gerbils.
My uncle in
Carpet
Colombia
of
says
a-
they taste good.
probably do.
wow.
Bro, we went to the zoo in Colombia, and he's like, "Oh yeah, those taste good." He's like, "Those taste good." And we're like,
How do you know this?
he's like, "Have you tried everything?" He's like, "Yeah."
Tastes good.
Why not, bro? I just like meat. No Diddy. Gotta throw it in there, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say for legal reasons, but same.
Yeah, because if we ever do get to digitizing consciousness, which is going to be a big if, it's just a matter of because once people start converting, they believe that we're going to lose the very thing that makes us human.
The soul.
Yep.
Gasp.
Because everyone can, like scientists can actually measure out the entire components that makes a human body. As for me, because I remember watching Full Metal Alchemist, and they would break down the anatomy of a human body with so precise, instruction. But then there's the one thing that still remains. It's like, what is equal to a soul? Or what makes a soul, part of the human body? No one really knows. It's just, part of what makes us us.
I like the thought of we're spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah. And how we, live our lives determines how our spirits will thrive after. It's like, now I want to find another body. It's like, my body was weak. I must find another.
I mean, there's always going to be somebody like that. That's why they make characters like that in movies and TV shows.
And it's honestly kind of a cop-out, like, for villains, if they have that special power, like, oh, you defeated me, but now I get to possess your body. You will become me, my son. Because it's a cop-out, because it's like, you defeat the ultimate evil, guess what? The ultimate evil possesses you. Like, Daniel, do you remember what you told me about one of the elder gods, or one of the one that you cannot take pride in killing him, otherwise he will become you?
Oh, and Warhammer.
Yep.
Lucius the Eternal.
The Eternal.
Lucius.
I think I told you about him too, Eric. But anyone that takes pride in killing him in any way becomes possessed by him, and then he is reborn through them.
Mm-hmm.
And they've like tried all kinds of like convoluted ways, including like just shelling the planet, which they thought worked until like years later, some random dude on like a completely random planet, like light years away, suddenly got possessed and turned into him.
All because he took pride in making the bombs that killed it.
He happened to be the one that made the bomb that happened to hit Lucius and kill him, and he took pride in his work, so it caught up to him.
And this is that's still crazy, because it's like with light years, it's like just the concept of pride in one's work to end that God's life. It's like, you will not become me.
Bro.
Yeah.
He ain't even a god. He's just the champion of chaos.
It's pretty lit. Yeah,
Any other questions regarding the transference or digitization of human consciousness?
No further questions. I was gonna say, yeah, that's a really easy way to keep your story going, but at the same time, it becomes one of those things like the Power Rangers, where they have the same like 3 nemesises, nemesises, nemesis. I think that one might be the best one. But it's like, oh my god, Reptile Man has come back again. We gotta go fight him. Fucking
Transform!
Starman.
Use the swords!
It's like the
Power
same,
friendship!
Same fucking thing.
Yeah, definitely for me. Oh man, I still remember watching that.
It makes me think of like fucking Batman. Like, bro, what is wrong with your prison?
Yeah.
Right?
Just kill them.
He's like,
How
Get
are
it
these
over
enemies
with.
always getting away?
that's enough. You're going to jail. Well, guess who's going to visit me, Batman? My parents. What parents? Dead parents. Oh. Oh my God, are you crying? Oh, it's just raining. Oh man, we just need more of that shit, honestly.
So since Batman went in the direction of like multiverse, and there's Dark Batman.
Oh, the Darkest Night?
Yes. Is it safe to assume that there is a Batman that is a continuum of that, just like a crybaby Batman?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. No, because the whole reason why we got like a multitude of Batmans is because that was the negative multiverse, where every other like variant of Batman becomes a version of the Justice League. Where you know, I think it was the Red Death is like the Flash variant, but it's Bruce taking control of Barry as Batman. Well,
It's very creepy.
Oh no, that one was very creepy because every time he uses like his Speed Force, he like instead of lightning, it spats. But every time he passes by you, he rips time out of you, so you age to death. Hence the Red Death.
That sucks.
Because all you see is a red blur, and then death.
You die.
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah, and of course the other variants, like for what was it? For Aquaman, it was the Drowned, but that was like a female version of Batman. Yeah,
Okay.
the
Bad OC.
and of course the Dawnbreaker, which is a Green Lantern version. But that one was when he was a kid. It was like literally the moment where his parents got killed, and a Green Lantern ring is like, oh, I see your will has been like, it's like I like how you think, boy. Here's a ring. But then he's like, kill this man. It's like, by the powers of green, I cannot kill this man. It's like, fuck you, kill him. And he basically his own will overpowered the will of the ring, giving him the power to kill. And now like he can make total like ghoulish constructs that look like eldritch gods.
Okay.
And I think the one for Superman, it was just basically like an anti-Superman because Superman basically went rogue, killed everyone, and Batman, using all his power and abilities, tried to kill him, but didn't. So instead, he infected him with what's called a Doomsday virus, turning him into Doomsday.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, and and with like his breath, like he basically injected that same virus into Superman, and then all you see is like his like body being like penetrated by all these Doomsday like spikes.
Yeah. The horns, true.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
The penetration station.
Yeah, but I think it was. I think for me, my personal favorite was probably like this. Well, everyone loves the Batman Who Laughs because that's the variant where Joker basically poisoned Batman with his own vent or his own toxin, and it's like how he infused his persona into Batman, becoming a Jokerized Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I like how you said, "Oh, sorry," before the sound even played.
Because I saw it start playing.
That's funny.
But no, I would say, yeah, because, I mean, dude, even like how they actually, because that in its own was like a meme, and even in Spider-Man, they portrayed that same meme with the ending. They used that old school scene of Spider-Man pointing at O'Hara, and he's like, "Why are you pointing at me? You pointed at me. No, you pointed at me. What are you pointing at me for?" And it was like, because that's the meme. So, of course, I would say there has to be at least a variant of Batman that is that Batman. Because it's all in the mind, but at the same time, the reality of how their multiverse works, it's just down the line.
Yeah, my thought was if there's a negative Batman, there's got to be a positive Batman.
Or two positive Batman.
Because two positives make a negative.
No, at that point, you just get Adam West.
Wow. I'm Batman. That's funny.
Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb. Use the anti-shark spray.
Bro, my favorite was when he would come out in Fairly Odd Parents.
As the Catman. Yeah, classic.
Hilarious.
He actually did come out in the animated show, too. He was the Gray Ghost.
For which animated show?
The one with Daniel... of
what? Of Fairly Odd Parents?
No. Not Fairly Odd Parents. Batman, the animated series.
Yeah.
With Kevin Conroy's Batman. Adam West was in there, but he played the Gray Ghost.
Who's that?
Basically what Batman was before Batman. He was like a detective, but also a vigilante who, tracked down criminals.
Old school racist Batman. Like before he got the suit, he wore a hood. No. Think
like remember how in Spider-Verse Spider-Man Noir, Nicolas Cage character, like that.
I see.
Like that.
Got it.
But that was the Gray Ghost.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Or I could be butchering it. I just can't remember because like thinking back on it now, was it the Gray Ghost? But that's what I'm like remembering. Just don't. I could be wrong.
Fact check this guy.
But yes, Adam West portrayed the hero to Kevin Conroy's Batman, and they actually worked together to solve a crime and whatnot. But that was such a remarkable moment because it was Adam West's like original Batman, Adam West, being portrayed in an animated series with Batman working together. So it's like the first Batman working with this modern era's Batman, and it was like, because we didn't get a good crossover of Batman probably until I think there was a fan, or no. This was like either a fan made, or I can't remember if it was fan made, or probably by the actual production company. But they actually had an entire slew of Batman coming together, and they were fighting each other. And it was like Kevin Conroy, Adam West, Batman Beyond, and it was like a bunch of other Batman too. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's Batman is kind of one of those characters that's like 007. There's been multiple people that have portrayed it.
I would say like 007 meets Sherlock Holmes.
That's true. There has been a lot of Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
There was there's two DC villains I was trying to remember that are like really messed up. And
messed up in which way?
They're just jacked up. One of them was
like
a
they
Batman.
do messed up things.
Yeah, one of them was a Batman villain, Cornelius Stirk. I don't know if Ruben, you've ever heard of him.
Cornelius Stirk.
But
Calendar Man?
He's literally just called Fear.
Oh.
He's a cannibalistic serial killer enemy of Batman.
That's crazy.
Wait, I can't.
Is that like from one of the OG comics?
He's a metahuman that has the unexplained power to augment how others perceive him, allowing him to turn into comforting.
Oh, that's
or
right.
horrifying
He basically
figures.
he can erase his own existence from your perception, and you won't even know what hit you.
Okay.
Think of it like the Invisible Man, but the Invisible Man is a concept. He can erase that. He can erase his own conception.
He has the ability to make others people see him as someone else.
Mm-hmm.
He operates under the delusion that he requires the nutrients and hormones from people's hearts in order to stay alive.
Whoa.
Yeah, it kind of falls into the line of the heart. Was it the?
And these are best prepared with norepinephrine by inducing fear in the victim prior to death. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, him, and then the one that I was looking for that actually made me kind of nervous, because I thought my computer froze, but it was just Firefox taking a second to load. That's why I was like,
It's like you search the name, but it's like it's taboo.
well, it's funny because he's like a cosmic horror in the DC universe. It's called the Upside Down Man.
Upside down man. Wait, is he a fourth dimensional being? Like Mid-Spitlick?
Fifth dimension.
Oh, fifth dimensional. Sorry.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if he's ever been in a movie. I just know he released in the comics, and this is what he looks like.
Shit! Looks like an eldritch horror.
Yeah, it's literally what he is, basically.
The Upside Down Man.
That's creepy.
But yeah, I remember I first stumbled upon it when I first learned about the Dark Batman.
Yeah,
series.
the negative or the.
Yeah, and I was like, DC's kind of fucked up. And, well, both comic,
Yeah.
even Marvel's pretty jacked up. Some of the source material.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they go some dark places, man.
Yeah,
You just got to know where to look.
Well, it's because they're all Disney now, so most of
That's
the dark
only
gets brushed under the rug.
The comics are still Warner Brothers.
You got to go back to the OGs.
If you look at the relatives for the Upside Down Man, the first one listed is the Soup.
The soup.
The Soup, the Conjoined, the Offspring, and the Rip.
Okay.
The Ripper.
Jack.
The Upside Down Man was formed when creation gave birth to magic.
Huh? When creation gave birth to magic?
Yep.
The Upside Down Man was formed when creation gave birth to magic. The magic in its raw form eventually turned into a bright light that formed Hecate, the first magical being. As she was formed from the light, the Upside Down Man was formed from the darkness in the other place. Frightened by his presence, Hecate created a barrier to hide the Upside Down Man away, not wanting her beautiful realm to be tainted by horror.
It's like, no,
That's
you may not touch my
crazy.
beautiful realm. You stay in your own corner.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah. Because for every light there is a dark. For every
It's true.
I mean, for
Shout out
us,
to Bob Ross.
yeah. For us, where the light shines bright for us, our own shadows cast a greater shadow. Because the
Yeah.
brighter the light, the bigger the shadow.
It's very true. That means the darker it can be, too.
Mm-hmm. Kind of yin to the yang.
Yes, that's true. That's just true in everything in life.
Mm-hmm.
What else in that box? Keep looking at the box.
You
What's
want-
in the box?
Well, this one is an omnibus of probably one of my more guilty pleasures to read.
Gee, I wonder why.
Because the abbreviation is HOTD. HOTD.
High School of the Dead. I don't know why I saw High School and I was like, it's High School DxD. Like, straight up, I didn't even bother reading. I was like, it's High School DxD. For
I
sure.
mean, any anime that starts with just high school, it's like, okay, this is gonna be
This is
nice.
sick. Wow.
What'd you find?
I didn't. But
I thought you...
Ruben goes, anything that starts with high school, you're just gonna go, wow, that'd be nice. But I did find this.
I was about to say, I thought you. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought you instantly flipped to boobies, and they were like, no.
Literally after you asked, what did you find? And I was like, oh, got it. But I now understand why it's your favorite book.
I hope you feel happy because they're in high school.
Well, see, that's why Ruben. I looked at this and I said, I just saw high school and I go, oh, it's High School DxD for sure. I didn't even bother reading the title. And Ruben goes, oh, yeah, anything with high school, it's going to be good.
So you think back to the freaking Waterboy's quote.
That's
But
why
I like school.
That's
and I
why
like
I
football.
like them high school girls.
Every day, so show me your titties and I like them too.
I keep getting older, but they stay the same age.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised this specific page isn't stuck together. That was my book. It might be.
Okay.
It would just be a paperweight.
That one would you would flip over and be like, that's weird. It's missing context. Like, I thought something was why is this one thicker? They used a different stock here.
Just because
Like I had to cut it, you have to flip it over from the other side. I had to cut it free.
I'll let you do this, but I need you. Okay, I'm going to let you do this for me because I've already done it before. But I want you, first impressions are always the best thing.
Close your eyes. Now open your mouth.
Bad Daniel.
All right, so check this out. At first glance, what does the font remind you of?
PS, like PS2, the PSP.
Look at the top of the box.
7 evil X's. Interesting. And then Oni. Or you meant this top?
Yeah,
of the box.
look at on the left. Do you see the little list of items they have?
Mm-hmm.
It's 11 items. But if you look to the left of those items, your right, it'll give you a number that equates to how many of what is in there.
Oh, I see.
What does it say at the bottom?
The one thing, no power cord.
It says AC adapter.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because it's a portrayal of how it's it's a PS2. Because literally, I got this for my sister for her birthday / Christmas. And everyone's like, oh my God, it's a PlayStation.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No power cord.
I want you to open it.
What? For real?
Yeah, I literally just got it in the mail today.
No way. You open it.
No, like I said, open it. It's an experience. It's an unboxing therapy moment, man. Do it. Right. And I'll be here eating my red vine.
Let's see.
Once? Okay. Ooh, he's bringing out the blue knife.
I literally thought you were just about to stab yourself. On today's podcast, first, we'll be going to the hospital with Eric.
But first, an unboxing for you.
On today's $2,000 wee woo ride.
No longer free.
It's the Wambulance.
I feel like, yep, I was right. That's sick.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
That's
something
super
crazy?
Cool. Yes. What is this? I want to see what that is.
Now go
Probably a
through
poster.
Now go through out of order.
You're right. I do want to see what this is.
Hardcover, all-color comic book.
This is super dope.
It's so authentic, too. Because you know how it would normally say Sony?
Yeah. Yes.
But it's Oni.
Yeah. This comes with adhesive sheets, posters, and a holographic print. I want to see the holographic print. Old school stickers.
Classy.
Super cool, sticker sheet.
And you immediately drop it.
That's 1% of value gone.
True. My bad, G. My bad.
I'm so I have such like a video game brain that I see like little -1 HP marks pop up, whatever,
Hey,
stuff like that.
Talk about things being stuck together, man. Bro, somebody had some fun with these before they got sent. It's crazy. This is cool. You know what's funny is I like just recently saw Scott Pilgrim for the first time ever.
Versus the World.
Yes. This movie. It was really cool. I like the way that it was made.
Because that's Edgar Wright.
Sick. This is dope.
Show.
Show the class.
Show the class. Whee. It's cool. It's still lame comic book stuff, but it's super cool.
Not to mention the music that came out of that movie. Woo. And it was even super cool to have the
No way. Is that a? I think that's a poster from the band. Is it?
Sex
Is
Bomb
that
On?
what it is? Maybe.
Or
Yeah,
is
it is. That's funny.
We are Sex Bomb. 1, 2, 3.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Sex bomb.
We are Sex Bomb.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't cancel the show. I play better when I'm angry. Proof that I watched it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, well. it's
You would
fine.
enjoy it.
It's funny.
You would
Pretty
definitely
funny.
enjoy it.
It's pretty funny.
My favorite was definitely when Knives comes to Scott's place and he's like, "Oh yeah, Scott, he just left."
Reaches in, grabs the jacket.
I've seen that meme so many times, and I didn't know that's what it was from.
Oh man, that should give you more incentive to go watch it.
That's funny.
He's avoiding his current girlfriend because he doesn't want to break up with her, but he's talking to what's the chick's name? The hot chick, I forget.
Ramon.
Yeah, Ramona.
Bitch shit.
Yeah, because she's the Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was paying enough attention. I was doing laundry.
Because honestly, the way
Mic drop.
mic rejection.
That's funny.
My boy. Look what they've done to my boy.
Boy,
Look what I've done to my boy.
bro,
I don't even know how that happened.
just straight turned on you.
Or it just decided I don't want to hold this anymore.
Yeah, really feel like.
Funniest hour. That's funny. Each one of these books is one boyfriend. Or ex, I should say.
Because there were 6 plus Scott. 7 evil exes.
Damn, Scott. It's crazy.
Oh. I had another one.
Did it stop working?
No.
Oh.
No, I think he got it al dente. El dente.
Oh, nice. It's got magnet closures.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it
Bro,
off.
you should
when I took
return
the
it. This thing
condom
has a rip here.
off. Totally has nothing to do with the knife you used.
Totally. I swear to God, it wasn't. I cut the
I
plastic.
swear to God, it
around.
wasn't me.
It's not mine.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that unboxing moment.
That was lit.
Because I got another one for you.
Another unboxing?
Oh, yeah. And... Un momento. Because I actually turned it into a riddle. And I will tell it to you now.
Yes. Do tell. Do tell.
I am what you pray for. I am what you hope for and what you fear. I am always coming but never arrive. You hear my name when a when a Squidward cries.
When a ward of squid cries?
Well, yeah. But you didn't get
Flip the
that.
ending.
When a ward of squid cry.
Hello late. Oh, I see. Future is on view.
Because this one you're gonna need room, bro. Because this is gonna be an experience for you.
Need room. Is something gonna jump out of me?
No, it's what you're gonna
It's
witness.
a midget.
Ruben, you got me a midget?
Oh, I want a little person too.
It came with a hat.
Cloud gaming. Anywhere, anytime. Immersive Switch and Steam Deck gaming. What the fuck is this? What is this? It's a little USB.
Yeah, but what's the main thing is actually in the brown box.
Connector. What the fuck?
You're about to see it. Open the brown box.
What's that?
You can just pull on that.
Meet
That's
in
a
my
really
Mexican
cool
girlfriend.
box.
Sorry.
Well, take it out of the box first. 'cause you-
the brown box.
and then just put the rest on the bottom right, real quick. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Virtue Pro XR glasses.
So this, my dude, is the future.
Future.
Wait. Actually, open it slowly. It's part of the experience. You gotta.
Oh, I saw that. You can see the it changes colors through. Mm-hmm. America. It's red, white, and blue. America. Yeah, that makes sense. This is sick.
You can just pass me that. And open it like you did the old box.
Ooh, whoa. That's
Whoa.
really cool. It goes this way. Quick start. Safety guides. We always like safety. Virtue Pro XR glasses. This is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's enough of the safety. There wasn't pictures. It was a lot of words.
Yeah, but all in different languages.
I'm not reading that, brother. This is a really nice case. USB-C to magnetic connector cable. That
So go
makes
ahead and take out
sense.
those glasses.
It's got speakers on them already,
You
too.
dropped them.
Yeah, hold on to those and get the cable that's inside that box. Not in there. In the
Down
yeah.
there.
No. In your hand.
In here.
The cable is in
I
there.
see.
Copy.
Oh, very, very neat. Okay, this is just a little...
Compartment.
Yeah, but the first piece was just like an instruction flap, and then it's like a really nice
Yeah, you can just leave it in the box. That's fine.
foam, I think. Looks like foam.
So, funny enough, these glasses, at least from what I have seen, they don't have batteries. They only operate when you connect them to something that does.
Okay, so you have to connect to power in order
So-
to use them.
These actually connect magnetically.
That's pretty cool.
So, try them on. I am going to connect them to my phone.
Get sucked into glasses.
A big ass head.
All right, so as you can see,
Okay. And,
you can see me,
I can sorta. Yeah, I can see some of you.
and you can see the light.
Which light?
Any light. You can like see through the glasses, right?
Yeah.
So I'm currently just connecting it to my phone directly, and look what you can do.
Whoa. Okay. That's pretty neat. It's like VR goggles almost.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my peripheries though, so that's cool. That's pretty neat. And then you just play games on this.
Basically, yeah. Or to kind of give you a more, because this is the way the DEX works for Samsungs, usually for the newer models. But say, for example, for older models,
I feel like this is what they would use in like the cyber suits. the sci-fi movies where they have like the glasses with the aim assist and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's something like this, but it's weird because it blocks off like this whole top part of my vision.
Because that's where the
Projector.
well, yeah, they have to the screens on the top of those lenses have to refract off those front top lenses, so it's basically projecting it to your vision.
I guess maybe I just need to push it up higher on my face.
Yeah.
It's so odd. But tech has gone a long way. Maybe if I try it. No hat. Let me see.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So you can see everything I see.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one thing that I'm like, the one like comment I guess I would make on it would be that the bottom portion of the screen almost cuts out. If they would have dropped the lenses just a little bit lower and given like a centimeter more of screen or half, it would have been perfect. This is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely feels like VR.
Just casually scrolling through Pornhub right now.
Oh, dude, you don't want to know the stuff he's showing me. I don't even know how to find this. Some pretty wild stuff. He's got it unpixelated. I don't even know where that...
Because they actually come with its own little speakers on the sides of the...
Yeah, I could tell.
We can all tell.
Yeah, and it's fucking insane, dude. Because, like, for me, at least what we do, imagine someone comes into our shop saying, oh, like, my screen, it's black, but everything works. I connect this, I can see the screen.
Huh.
Because you can also do this with iPhones.
That's crazy.
It's just I need the adapters for that. But with newer phones, being the Type-C, easy peasy. So I can still navigate using the phone
And a mouse.
and a mouse.
That's an ugly dude.
I'm just showing the end sequence to...
Oh, you're in that anime
Yeah.
genre or in that hentai genre.
He likes to call it end sequence instead of butt stuff.
But yeah.
It's like a personal little movie theater.
No, that's exactly it. Because with like how you've seen with Oculus, you have to pull the whole headset on. You have to get the tracking in the studio. This is just plug and play.
It is. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, oops. To be fair, okay, I didn't peel anything off, and I didn't do any of the
No.
little like vision adjusts. So
No,
maybe
no.
that's why I was. Maybe
Yeah,
that's why I have
because everyone has their own vision,
Screen.
and like the little knobs up here adjust that for you.
Yeah.
And that's what you can put in the box, or that's essentially what comes in the box. But the other accessories that it comes with is a dock for like Switches, PlayStations, Xbox. So you can literally connect
Cool.
Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch, which I actually did bring mine. And you can literally just be playing on the Switch using that, and it's like full view.
Would you say you're into docking?
Aren't most mecha animes? Docking sequence.
You want to put the cable back in here too, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you care if it goes back in this?
Yeah. But yeah, dude. With this, because I already... oh, man. I was so happy when this came.
Flip hair covers. Okay. This thing is super cool, dude.
But now the next step, really, is I'm trying to see if I could find like some kind of Bluetooth device that converts hand gestures into like a mouse movement. Kind of like how it was with the Oculus, because they have hand tracking with the infrared, and you get to implement like click, scroll, or just like hold this to home and things like that.
Yeah.
But imagine that it's like either a glove or a wrist that reads your impulses, the electrical impulses from the nervous system, and you can actually code that into actions.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Because they already have that for like sign language. They have gloves that can actually read your hand gestures in the shapes and basically use AI to basically create a speech using what your gestures are, and you are technically talking in sign language.
Trump does a lot of that. There's a lot of this,
And a lot of that.
a lot of that, and then back to some of this.
He's basically a conductor at an orchestra, and that orchestra is the world government. He's going, a little bit of this, little bit of that.
This stupid joke. That's funny. She's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I'm great. I'm the president. Fuck you. That's all.
Wrong without us.
Honestly, if anything, I would put him and Dr. Evil on the same like role and see who does it better.
Oh, Dr. Evil, bro. Bro, imagine Dr. Evil on The Apprentice. They should have done that back in the day, bro.
I didn't take 8 years of evil medical school to be called Mister. Yeah, because it also comes with like a Bluetooth controller, which is basically a Pro Switch controller,
I saw that. It's right here.
and the dock. But I'm also getting something else. I just forget what it was, but it'll come in like probably the next month or so.
So, I don't know what happened, but I can't close it flat over
Nah, don't worry about it. It's good. It's good. But yeah, that's the future.
That's really cool. Thanks for sharing, man. Yeah. That was dope. What's the first game you plan on playing on that thing?
Well, actually, I played it last night.
What's the first game you played on it?
Smash.
Of course. Of course.
And I was actually pretty good because, like, even though, because the one thing you got to really like take into account is your head gestures, because when playing any competitive game, you're always like, like you inadvertently flinch, but when the actual screen is in your face and you're controlling where that screen is, it's like when you're like leaning, you're shifting, you're twisting.
Distorts your view.
It distorts your view. So it kind of gives you more incentive, like, dude, stay calm, stay focused, kick their ass.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think I still prefer using Bluetooth just because the speakers aren't as loud, so I don't want to strain them. But man, it is.
Bro, they seem pretty fucking loud.
But it's only as loud as you have the mic on the. But yeah, it was. You saw how it was. It was a plug and play.
Yeah, it was really cool. Super user friendly. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah, because on the dock, you can actually connect multiple glasses to it. So
Interesting.
2 people can be watching the same screen. Like if you're connecting your
Or
PlayStation.
playing the same game.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I would probably prefer using that. Like if you're doing a international flight, you could just
sense.
put them, dock them, see them, watch them, play them.
International docking sounds pretty lit. Pretty dope. What's next in the box of mystical wonders?
You want to do another unboxing?
Sure.
Okay, this is probably the biggest box and the heaviest box. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Because it is the one movie that I've been actually begging you guys to go see.
Okay. The one that you've seen like twice in the past like 3 days?
No. That's I'll get to that after the big box.
Oh, okay,
Because
got it.
this one, that the latest film has already broken the historical record, but this one is what brought anime to the West.
Interesting. Okay.
If knowledge is power, then power is heavy. Here you go, my dude. You gotta carry it with both hands. Da dun. Da dun.
Akira. That's what this one is, right?
It is the novel, or the graphic novel. And man, you've already seen how thick that omnibus was.
Yep.
Well, it's that, but times 6. Actually, no, times 7. Because there's 6 volumes.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. Plus, it comes with a patch.
What?
Yeah.
I'm here for the patch.
If you look on the back, you'll actually see what it comes with. Right there.
Good for health, bad for education. That's funny. Whoa. Okay, this is a piece of paper. Cool. So this is just a description. You can take this off, and then you've got
The box.
just the box.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. 6 books. Seems like each collection almost averages 6 books.
Unless you're Harry Potter, which they got too many.
Are you Harry Potter?
You're a blizzard, Harry.
You're a Harry Blizzard. This is cool. I want to see this one. I don't know. This one, I like the cover art. Akira Club. This is dope. Oh, and there's the patch.
Mm-hmm. Probably good for a hat.
Ooh, good for anything, really. It appears... Oh, no, I think it's just a cardstock that's behind it. I was going to say, it appears they sent a sticker, too. How dare you not send stickers? Oh, it's got words. Ah, it's an iron-on patch. Very cool. So it's got it's already got an adhesive backing. Very, very cool. Yeah, it does have an adhesive backing.
But yeah.
Super cool.
Mm-hmm. Because that was the same design that was on the back of Canada. Or Canada. Canada.
We don't talk about that place here.
Blame Canada. Because that's what it's also kind of going to in the world, too. Suddenly everyone's referencing South Park.
Bro, South Park has been a staple in society for years.
And in publicity, too.
Yup.
But yeah, take a dander at that book.
Hold on, I gotta put this back. Alright, that one got stuck to itself, so now it's hanging on by one.
Yeah, but honestly, from the novel to the manga to the movie...
These are also hand-drawn. Yeah, it is. Holy shit. 1982. Young Magazino. This is crazy that this was all hand-drawn.
Dude, the production of that movie was even then some. Because everything on that movie was hand-drawn, too.
Wait, what?
The movie.
All hand-drawn?
All hand-drawn.
That's sick, dude.
From the cells to the slides and everything. All hand-drawn.
You said this was the first anime?
No,
to
it
come
was...
to the West?
Let's just say it popularized anime in the West. Because everyone who, like, growing up in the 90s up until the early 2000s, they didn't think anime as nothing more than, oh, it's just something for kids. It's not that mature. It can't be for grown-ups. And then, bam, we got this. Just a divider.
It is.
I use it to protect the books. I use it to protect the formula.
It's funny that there's one on that side, but not on this side. So I thought it was like another envelope with things in it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, those books get bigger until you get to the last one.
Sick.
Yeah, because they really put the attention to detail on the face, on the
OG
landscape, and
comics.
all the impacts.
It's nuts what they could achieve with black and white. So
Well,
much
they tried
shading.
that with America, but we...
They did achieve a lot with black and white.
they made the White House.
It's crazy work, bro. Hey, looks like they got Hiroshima in this one. That's lit.
Yeah, one of these days when I get the chance to show you guys, you'll see. But then you're gonna be like freaking Leo in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There I am. There it is.
That's funny. This is super cool, dude. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any more unboxings?
Not unless you consider marshmallow cookies unboxing. Want one?
It technically is an unboxing. Yeah, I'm down. I don't need my knife for this one.
No knives required. Only grubby hands, sweaty palms, and dirt-filled nails.
Oh gosh. Did I open this the wrong way? What the fuck?
No, man, they come in packs. Well, because they open from both ends. It opens like a...
Well, that's because I had to tear the side.
Talking about people or the snacks?
I don't know anymore, man.
You want some, Daniel?
You can share this one.
All right.
Oh my god. I haven't had these in a while.
Mm-hmm. But they still have that. Just the crunch with the mellows.
These are nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of being small. Wow. That's funny.
I didn't see. I was looking at the audio.
And he was rubbing his marshmallow tits. Little nips on the mellows.
Damn it! I'm taking the audio file.
Alright, last one for me. Because I had too many of these sour belts. They're so good though. Diabetes.
So yeah, Akira being one of the most unanimous films to ever hit, international seas, and how it culminated the West to, like, basically it got our attention. It popularized what anime could become.
And then hentai.
If you can consider that, sure, why not?
What was the time like? Can you look up when Akira was released in the U.S.?
I think it was
when hentai became a thing.
Jesus Christ!
I want to see the relation between that. Because if it was like Akira, and then 2 years later hentai,
I mean, dude, the whole thing
89 for Akira.
89,
and then
98 or 89.
89.
89, dude. You know how
I'm
old that
calling
is?
91 for hentai.
Let me open a
A private.
No, man.
On
Because if
VPN.
anything, like, Eric, do you remember that one art, the famous Japanese art painting called "The Fishman's Dream," or "The Fisherman's Dream"?
Maybe, but I don't know by name.
Well, first have Daniel look up I'll have Daniel
Well,
first.
he's looking up that.
Oh yeah,
Look
no,
up this.
yeah.
You said it's called what?
I think it was "The Fisherman's Dream." Old traditional Japanese art.
Was I right?
No, 84. So 5 years before.
5 years before Akira was released.
So one could argue.
The 1984 release of Wonder Kids Lolita anime was the first hentai to get a release.
Wait.
Jesus Christ!
What? That's funny.
Did you find it?
The Fisherman's Wife's Dream. It is a chick getting her coochie eaten by an octopus.
That's the definition of hentai.
Pretty much, yeah, you're right.
And when was that? Or, like, do you know the year on that painting?
Let's see.
If anything, that was the inception of it.
1814. It's old. Probably did give incentive to hentai for sure.
The Inception. Because it's like, what better way to show people that you can be horny and not use dicks?
Yeah. I was going to say one could argue that the hentai is what paved the way for Akira.
God.
As far as the timing of its arrival in the U.S. shows, it would support my cause or support my statement.
I could have got an actual screening. Hentai does not.
I don't know. Didn't you say that one was screened? The hentai was screened in the U.S.? Or no, you didn't say that.
He did not.
No, it was just like the first one that was ever like released.
Ah, okay. But not screened. So it paved the way for Akira to be screened.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! You just want to make it canon. You're just like, no, it's a part of the storyline, bro.
If hentai didn't exist, neither would anime. It's just coincidental. That's funny. Bro, I was like, is there a gas leak? What's going on here?
No,
I was a little scared. I was like, I thought it was supposed to be rain. That's true. That is true.
So,
Yes.
given that Akira was the inception to get people to actually start looking at anime with more close inspection and overall what the quality can become. Now, today, in this day and age, we have probably one of the greatest films to come out, not from Japan, but China.
Okay.
It has been, well, since its first, because this is actually a sequel to the first film. It's called Neza.
Neza.
Or spelled out N-E space Z-H-A.
Ah,
Neza.
I see.
But how it's pronounced is Neha. Or Neja.
Got it. What was the first one called?
Neja. Just Neja. Second one, Neja 2.
Okay. Got it.
Easy.
Chinese Boogaloo.
It's a story that depicts some stories of one of like the pantheons for Chinese mythology.
Got it.
And it is like the first film. It is actually quite interesting to watch. It was like it's like you may not like fully get invested because it's still portrayed for like a kid's film, but once you get to like the action, the epic and the epicness and the scale, you'll see why it was actually very well renowned. Because the first film I think was on a budget of like 20 million, and they rocked in 740 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
And it wasn't until 6 years later, this year, in January, the 29th, it was released, the sequel of Neja 2. Domestically, it has rocked in a whopping $2 billion at the box office.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It wasn't released in the States until the 14th of February.
I see. What's the record for box office? Or I guess for gross on a film?
At the moment, actually, let me see real quick. Because I'm pretty sure the numbers have gone up even since then.
Because you said, didn't Avatar hold first place for a while?
No. Avatar is still the number one. It's the highest grossing animated film of all time now. Neja 2.
See.
In like among every other animated film that has ever released, Neja 2 is now the highest grossing film of all time, outbeating Inside Out 2.
Damn, son.
Because I think Inside Out 2 only made a whopping like $2.4 billion.
Damn, that's still a lot.
Neja has now superseded that.
Super salad.
Where is it?
You want the super salad? Yeah, I want the super salad. It's a stupid joke, but I love it.
There it is. Overview. So yeah, it was released January 29th, 2025. And on a budget of $8 million. It has... There it is. Show me the wiki.
Damn, turning 8 mil to 8 bill, huh? It's crazy.
So yeah, there it is. It's box office numbers. $2 billion domestic.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah. And the statistic was that because the entire populace of China is 1.4 billion people. With the numbers that Ne Zha 2 has made, they calculated that 21% of all China went to see this film.
It's a large part of the population.
Yes, and in retrospect, if similar to how Avatar being the highest grossing film of all time, holding in at 4 billion, if all of us, with 21% of the entire North America went to see Avatar again, and it was 21%, it would have made 847 million more than the 4 billion.
Damn.
So it would be on top of the 4 billion. It would have made almost 5.
Damn, son.
Yeah. And this film is now being the highest grossing film of all time. I actually went to go watch it twice in the past week, and I can honestly say it is the most amazing film I have ever seen in animated medium. So much so because not only did it make me die of laughter because of its, crude and hilarious antics, but the emotional depth that they went to tell the story. And with everything that I have seen in the past, every animated film that I know that actually has real depth with emotions, with character growth, with overall like themes and the settings, Ne Zha 2 does hold that title for that reason. Not because a movie doesn't make itself be good just because, it has all this, antics, but because the numbers that you just saw show it, that proof. Because it resonated with a lot of people. The same way that Avatar did with a lot of other people, because they felt like for Avatar, they go into a world of indifference, of crude, of they're using bows and arrows, similar to how it was with Pocahontas. They were using bow and arrows. They had people invading, trying to find minerals and resources to basically fund their dying planet. But in this one, it's more than that. It brings it to that same level of depth where you can actually resonate with these characters, because it's not about what they're trying to. It's not just about what they're trying to achieve, but how they are going to achieve it without themselves being changed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excitement.
And me being a reference kind of guy, I love the references. Oh my God, dude. If you know, or if you have played the game of Ashura's Wrath, oh my God, it is. I would say it was like that, because the kind of vibes I got from some of the scenes, they actually put an actual meme come to life in that film.
Okay.
Yeah. And in my honest opinion, I felt that they actually mastered the 4 sims of CGI.
Ooh, okay. What are the 4 sims?
So it has to do with smoke sim,
Okay.
water sim, fire sim, and destruction.
Interesting.
Because, of the fire, water, and smoke, those are like some of the hardest things to simulate in any CGI animation. But also destruction. Because when it comes to destruction, you have to make it very surreal. You have to make it visual. You have to make sure that it's not like something that is easily falling apart, but it has the physics to it. Like something exploding. You have to have the impact wave. You have to have the blast. You have to have the rings, the cones, kind of like how what nukes have when they blow up. You see those booming rings,
cloud
and
the rings.
yeah. And that, oh man, they beautifully animated all those. And I'm just like, I want more.
So, I just remembered right now that you said that you've been avoiding nuggies for a while. If you had a dream about nuggies.
It is one of the more haunting dreams I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
Because it starts with nuggies, believe it or not. If you want to hear this whole story?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just put a time date because I actually did write this down.
Okay.
It isn't, oh man, it's been so long.
So you had a dream about chicken nuggets
Not
a long time ago.
No. It's a dream that began with chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
But it ended with me waking up in tears running to my mother.
Oh.
Sorry, it's just...
It's okay.
It's like, come on. What?
Was it one of the ones that you've told me before?
I think so.
Interesting. I didn't know it started with chicken nuggets.
Well, it actually started at a friend's place.
With chicken nuggets.
No, it started at a friend's place and then ended with me going to a McDonald's because I was hungry. Got the munchies, ordered some chicken nuggets, and I decided to park outside of an empty parking lot. And let me see. God, because wait, was it that? Oh, it was that.
You know what I think is funny is that, like an hour before we left, we were like, so tacos, and then you're like, I was thinking about nuggies to keep the same vibe, and we stopped, no tacos. Like, all right, nuggies it is, I guess.
Oh no, it was past that.
And then there was almost no nuggies too.
There was almost no nuggies. I was like, wow, dude. I went to 2 different McDonald's. It was nuts. Because I went to the one right there by the gas station, because that's the easiest, right? And I roll up, and she goes, hi, I could take your order if you're paying with cash. We can't do card right now. And I was like, okay. So I drive down the street. Same thing.
So this dream is actually 5 years old.
Okay.
I even
You haven't had nuggies in 5 years? That's a lie.
No, I had nuggies, but since last year, I think I've been avoiding them until today. So I actually titled it because, the dream itself was so real to me. Like, I remember practically everything of it. And because, how we wake up when we dream, we often forget the very dreams over time because it's like we don't commit them to memory because they happen for us in the dream. Time is slowed. We feel that time, hours can be days, weeks, whatever. But then the moment we wake up, it's like, what happened? I don't remember all that. Or at least our minds choose not to remember everything we experience in the dream to either shield us from the trauma or to just put it away because we know we're not going to be, we won't be focusing all of our energy and trying to remember a dream. This one I made sure to write down because I knew I would always forget. But this one will never make me forget. So the date, it was September 14th, 2020. I had just taken some medication for my unwavering congestion. Once I started feeling the effects of drowsiness, I drifted off to sleep. Everything that you hear from here on is as specific as I can remember it. I had dreamt that I left from visiting a friend's place. After getting some chicken nuggets, or after I got the munchies, stopped by a McDonald's to buy some chicken nuggets. Then when I parked, I had assumed I was parking what felt like the parking lot of an empty mall, like if everything was gone. And then out of nowhere, I see one of the doors of that opening, how they have doors to just walk in. The rest were all still dark, but one was bright as day, like a light coming from the inside. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Got out of my car. I want to go inside the mall. And then for some reason, I see how there's a lot of people, if it's like I entered a food court and I'm like, damn, I should have brought my nuggies. And as I got in, it was crowded. it was, crowded with the amount of people from all walks of life, different races, different origins, like people from all over the world were in this mall. And I'm like, that's weird.
Yep.
And only everyone had something to do and somewhere to go. It wasn't until that I felt that it felt like I was there before. Not like I came here once, but it seemed like to me it was like time was progressing faster than I can interpret it. Like everything was like moving in fast motion where I was just walking in slow motion. Everyone believes in something and depends on what you believe. And depending on what you believe, your idea of that belief is a construct of your imagination. It is how you picture something that awaits you for what's to come next, whether in life or in the afterlife. So from what I saw, it felt like a purgatory. A land of souls wander an endless plane, determining for themselves what they choose to do for the next. From what I saw, there was a more modern look on what's in store. In my purgatory, it was like a mall of colossal proportions. And at its center, a large park or a garden with a dome glass with an opening in the middle that they're basically it was like a sunroof. But from that hole, water came down.
Okay.
And all the shops and all the little kiosks they had around, people were just working them as if they were working any other shop in a mall. And apparently, passing the shops everywhere, they had these giant dispensers. Think of it like if you went to go to a movie theater, they have these like automated drinks where you can just select buttons, choose what you want. You can select how you want the drinks to be. You hit the button and it comes right out. These were gigantified, but for human proportions. Instead of water coming out, it was like if you were the size of a cup going into the little dispenser and you just have to select what you want. But what you're actually selecting is a dream.
Okay.
So think of it like this. If you ever had an idea, ever had a dream, ever had a pursuit, something you've always wanted, being as souls as we are, when we die, we have regrets. We have wishes. We have longings for things that we wanted to try in our lives, but never got the chance to.
Yeah.
What you do with those dispensers is they fulfill that request. They give you the chance to experience what you've always wanted to. Basically, like if you have a regret that you never get to say goodbye, you never got the chance to experience this, that, or whatever, it fulfills that request. And the only way you can redeem those requests is with a specific currency. But the only way you can acquire that currency is through the jobs.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was so weird. But basically, it's how you get on with your life in purgatory. Because if you have all these regrets, it's like, how do you get past the regrets? Do you just forget the regrets? Do you just, worry about something else? Or do you try to aspire for something else other than the regret or the dream? Those machines are just to help you ease into completing those regrets, those dreams, those hopes, or those ambitions. Because then once you're done with those ambitions, what comes after? Once you've fulfilled everything you've ever wanted in your heart's desire in your life, but you're already gone, what is there left for you?
Well, I think that's one of the main things most people struggle with is they set a goal for themselves, and then once they achieve it, that's all they've worked for their whole life. So you gave your purpose and meaning to achieving said goal. So once the goal is completed, you're almost lost in the ether, just wondering what you're supposed to be or what you even are, because you wrapped your whole identity and focus into achieving the goal.
It's either content or longing. Because you long to know what you want to do next, but you don't know. Or you're content because you've completed everything you've ever wanted to do. And that's, I think for me at least, that dream
Yeah, you're right.
conceptually gave me an idea of what happens after. Because once we complete all of our longings, every regret we had, what comes after? Ascension or depression?
I guess the choice is up to you.
Because apparently it does occur in that mall. People often feel like once they have completed everything, that they are content with what their whole role in life was. They get ascended. Just a little.
So you're kind of like stuck in a purgatory mall.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
But there is a way you can, like, for people that are never content, who just, even after completing everything they've ever wanted, and they're still not satisfied, trapdoor. A literal trapdoor just comes up and like, "Wah!"
Sick. How much NyQuil did you have?
Not enough or too much.
Okay.
And there was an old school like phone booth, or what do you call it?
Payphone?
Payphone. Yeah, old school payphone, where it's like you go there, you make a call, and that's your shortcut back, or it's a shortcut to hell.
Sick.
Like if you're like, I don't really feel like I might go into heaven. Fuck it. Hello, Satan. Wah!
Sick.
Yeah. I would think it would be like something out of the Matrix. You know how they put the phone to their ear and they're like, I'm escaping the Matrix.
Very interesting.
Yeah. But there was a way you can get into heaven. It is definitely most likely the hard way. They say it's not impossible, but I concur. It is. I firsthand saw what it looked like, and I can guarantee it is so impossible, dude.
What was it, like American Ninja Warrior or what?
Something like that, actually, yeah. But
You have to do a fucking parkour case.
so the way that whole process
Parkour
went
first.
is apparently, because at first I didn't think that there was going to be an exit to this mall. I just thought it was just this big ass mall, a bunch of people not going, anywhere. Like there's no exit until there is, but it's not technically an exit. You actually go outside. It's a bus station. They load you into these buses. The buses take you to this giant rocky valley that's literally just a giant mountain range. You get off, and you are given one message.
Before we get too off track, what does this have to do with nuggies?
He ate nuggies before he went into this mall.
So basically, either the nuggies killed me, or the nuggies are the cause of me going into purgatory.
Interesting.
So yeah, the nuggies of purgatory.
That was a great question, by the way. I almost forgot that this started with nuggies. Okay, so there's one way to get out.
There's one way to get into heaven.
Or get into heaven.
Yes.
Or,
And the way it was is that you have to basically, the buses take you to this mountain range, and you are only given one simple task. Climb the mountain and find the pearly white gates.
Okay.
So everyone decides, that's going to be easy enough. Let's all do this. Yeah. Honestly,
Giants and griffins and all these shits that kill you.
well, no, the thing is, it's the mountain that's alive. The mountain, no one really knew what like instruction was. They just said climb. They just give you one little, your goal is to climb, and that's it. They don't tell you what, what dangers are going to be ahead of you.
They didn't tell you it was a rock monster.
Well, the rock is basically climbing up the mountain of Olympus, essentially.
No, the Rock is an actor.
The mountain.
That's also an actor. Or a character, I should say.
So everyone basically starts climbing up this mountain, and for some, there's like loose gravel, there's like rocks that are making landslides or rock slides, people are falling over. But then out of nowhere, this mountain turns into like a wave of water, but it's made out of rock, and it's like whoosh, whipping people off the mountain. Well, everyone who knows how to actually maneuver these these endeavors and challenges, they create a human chain. They like grab each other's ankles, they grab the other person's ankle, and it's like, or a human net, essentially.
Got it.
So they can like hold on to each other while the wave comes, and it's like they're just one with the wave, essentially. And then once they get past that, they have, once they get to the peak, That, because the mountain itself is, it would take you days, if not weeks, to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
But even after all that time, and once you meet the peak, it is like a meadow. It is green. It is flatlands, and
It's Eden.
Yeah, sure. Let's call it Eden, but because there are bushes, there are branches, there are trees. It's not a thick
apple tree.
No.
Oh.
The moment you get there, you are given like a big, vast valley, and at the very end of it, you can see the pearly white gates. So then once everyone starts to gather at the edge of that cliff, they start making a break for it all. Like they're like, like waves and waves and waves.
Okay.
But you know who guards the pearly white gates?
Orthros.
No. It would be the souls of every fallen soldier in every war of every era of human history.
Shit, they said we can't get into heaven, so you can't either.
No, because they died. They didn't get into heaven, but they still wanted to fight.
Interesting.
So all these warriors, all these soldiers, we're talking like Romans or phalanx and gladiators, Spartans, and like warriors from every era, including modern times too. We had soldiers, we had artilleries, we had shells, we had bows and arrows, swords and shields. We are the oppressor, or we are like the attackers. They are the defenders. Our goal is just to get to those gates. Their goal, to let no one pass.
Annihilate.
Yeah,
Exterminate.
yeah. It's basically a war zone up there. So once I saw how people were being impaled, they were being chucked over the edge of the cliffs. It's basically like that one scene from 300. Dance them to the cliffs. Oh, no. It was basically that. They hold strong. They endure, or they bask in the glory that is war and battle because they died, but their love of combat never ceased. So that's why they are the ones who guard the gates.
Interesting.
And then once I realized, like, there is no absolute way that anyone can get past them. We're talking, scores and scores of soldiers and people. How do you get?
It's not an army, it's an armada.
It's an ocean.
Shit, bro.
And you are a single drop.
Yeah.
So how can a single drop match the force of an ocean?
With love.
With a prayer.
The power of God. It compels them.
I mean, one man managed to split the sea, and so I was like, yeah, Moses.
It's true. You Moses that bitch. Fucking. The pearly gates just open right up for you.
It's like, okay, it's like, Mr. VIP,
legs.
come this way. Hi-ho Silva!
And then you're born again.
Or once you get through, you're like back at the mall. It's like, fuck!
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be a fucking red
You
herring.
look up at the top and it's fucking just like haha.
Or it's like, haha, trapdoor.
That'd be fucking funny, bro. Nice try.
But once I saw the inevitable, there was no way you can pass, the whole legions and legions of, soldiers. I'm like, I'm out. Whee!
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I literally,
Free falling.
I went down like a snowball.
Nice.
Just like, clack, 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 clack. Oh,
Nice.
why? Went back on the bus, got back to the mall. And then, as humorous as all that would have seemed, because we're talking nuggies that take you to purgatory, I'm like, who wants these nuggies? Because I forgot mine.
True. Didn't even get to finish your nuggies.
No, I didn't.
Should have just stayed in the car, man. Should have
Hey
stayed
man,
in the car with your nuggies.
I was sidetracked by glorious light, and I'm like,
Bro, you failed rule number 1 of scary movies. You don't go into open doors when everything else is closed.
I was heading towards the light, bro. What do you want?
So it's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, you can't take your nuggies with you.
So, true. Okay,
So
you make it back.
once I got back, something came over me where it's like, how long have I been here? Where are the people that I know? Where are the people that I love? Where's my family? Where am I? Are they here with me? Or where the hell am I? Because I honestly didn't know where I was. Because I think like instinctively, like, this has to be a dream. It's like, there's no way this thing is real. It's like, but everything felt real. I mean, I saw with my own eyes what the hell I'm looking at, because how else do I come up with this? And then I went into this like office that had like a rows and rows of computer, like a computer lab.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, let's look into where I am. Where's my family? And how old am I? Or just like simple questions. And they actually did give me like, oh, you're looking for this person, looking for this person, looking for this person. And it was just like, okay. And I saw my dad, who looked hella old. My sisters didn't look much changed. And then I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I'm trying to find people, but I'm like, is this really what they just show me pictures of them? Like, but that doesn't tell me anything. It's like, well, it's just them there. And I'm looking around, I'm checking they have little like doors to other rooms, but it's like, authorized access only. And I'm trying to like look through it, 'cause it's like one of those glasses with the metal framings, with like the netting. So it makes it a little harder to see through.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking through, I see people like walking in. It's like office attire building and everything. I'm like, but I can't get in. Oh, well, whatever. And then I just make the decision to just go back out, go and check out the garden, find a bench. And then I'm just like sitting there contemplating on everything I just experienced. And then I didn't realize it until I like, put my hand in my pocket. I'm like, what is my phone doing here? They have phones in the afterlife? Now I know I'm dreaming. And I'm just like, oh, I wonder if they like trying to like call my dad, like, "Bah, where are you?" Or sisters or family. Mm-hmm. And I did find them among the many crowds that I was like, because I was sitting on the bench. I was just like minding my own business. And then I saw them like, oh my God, they're here. What? And I saw my dad hand in hand, like with my sisters. And I was just trying to get there like, hey guys, what are you doing here? Like, how did you get here? Like, I'm just giving them all the questions like, how, when, where, why? They didn't even get a look at me. They just passed me by and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You're dead.
At least that's what I was believing, or starting to believe. I mean, well, for one, I never even saw my brother, nor his girlfriend, or my niece, because I think at that time she wasn't even born.
Shit, that would have been crazy if you did see your niece.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't had a very strong relationship with my own bro that I'm like, it's like, he's not important right now. But the reason why this dream is so haunting to me is because after coming to that realization that they didn't see me, it made me think like, am I a ghost? What happened to me? Did those nuggies kill me? It really brought me down to, well, it just brought me down because I'm thinking, oh man, what the hell happened? What the hell could have happened to me that I ended up here? And now that I see my family, they don't see me, but what happened to me? Because then all these like very like dark and very like disturbing imaginations coming to me, and I'm just thinking, what happened to me? Just what happened to me? What happened to me? And it wasn't until I saw my mom. And I just saw her, and I called out to her, and she turned my way. And then it got me thinking, if she can hear me, is she gone too? And that's when I'm like, no, not her. I kept like playing that replay in my mind. It's like, I don't know why I'm gone, but not her. For the love of God, not her. Because I keep thinking back to that dream, and it just hurts and hurts and hurts. Just the idea of knowing that if I'm gone, that's me. But understanding that she went And I didn't even get to say goodbye. And I just ran to her. I grabbed her by the hand and I just pulled her in and embraced her. And that's when it felt so real. Like, it brought me to like a state where I was a kid again, but I lost my mom. And I felt the pain, the anguish, the anger of what it was like when I lost her. And that's when I woke up. And I just couldn't stop crying. And I just ran to her in her room because it felt all too real. And that dream still haunts me to this day. Every time, like, I think back to it, or even when I'm just talking about it, even in passing, or even when my mom's here and, you know, she's holding my hand, she's keeping me close, and I'm still thinking, like,
one day you're going to be gone.
It just hurts knowing that. It's an eventuality. Mm-hmm. It's something that all of us have to cope with. That
the circle of life.
Basically. But it's something that I feel like that dream is preparing me for. Because I love my mom. I would do anything for my mom, but
it's either preparing you or it's telling you to appreciate what you have while you have it.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting until it's gone.
It's like, don't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And appreciate the time.
Yeah. On that, I would say that's a perfect place to wrap this puppy up.
Yeah.
Because I've appreciated all of the time that we've shared. And we'll share more time. I've appreciated all the stuff that you bring and
nice
share.
Little show and tell.
Super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little piece of my biblioteca.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
For the listeners, that was the emotional damage clip played. It was great. It's funny. I was, usually I finish with, during your period of time on this earth with something that you've learned that's helped you live a better life. But I mean, that whole story kind of just wraps that question up there. So I was like, this is perfect. This is awesome. You're doing my job for me.
Well, I hope you take that story into consideration, because it's just, everyone has their own ethereal dream, and that just happened to be mine. That I actually called it, I Dreamt of Eternity.
Bro, when that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool title. Mm-hmm. When you started with, I took medicine because I was sick. I was like, oh, this is going to be a fever dream. I was like, fever dream for sure. And you kept on describing stuff. I was like, this is a fever dream.
Yeah, because it's like, how do you even get to like that level? It was crazy.
That is a pretty nuts story. Pretty intense. Seems like you spent a lot of time there.
Oh, no, I don't even know how long I've been there.
A whole life.
But a whole afterlife.
Yeah. It's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Thank you.
Hopefully
for coming
a lot sooner than
sharing.
last.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, dude. Thanks,
man. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.